Hey everyone, it's me Gavin Vengeance and welcome back to the channel. Today we take a look at the version 2.6 trailer and special program for Genshin Impact. Now unfortunately I wasn't able to catch this while it was live as I was working, but it has allowed me to learn the title ahead of time because I will be watching the rebroadcast, and the title of the brand new patch is going to be called Zephyr of the Violet Garden, which sounds incredibly badass and very ominous, but I'm really looking forward to some of the extra content that may be showed off here. Unfortunately I was spoiled ahead of time when patch 2.5 released and everybody on Twitter was just like, spoil everything! So unfortunately I do know which characters are going to be coming here in patch 2.6, but at the same time I am still extremely excited for all of the content. That being said, I know that this is probably going to be a little bit of a longer one, so let's dive into it. However, I will like to remind you guys, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Now let's get into it.
Zephyr of the Violet Garden.
All right. Here we go.
Wow, it's
Klee.
so beautiful here. So many things I've never seen before.
Okay, wasn't expecting to see Klee.
Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
Dude, I'm liking the banners.
Last night so I could buy a figurine.
Yaimiko and Raiden Shogun.
No holds barred. Anything goes duel.
It fails to fulfill the most crucial elements. Inspiration.
In that
Fenty.
case, we'll need to order more dishes.
In Inazuma? What?
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Ayato?
The Kamisato clan. Kamisato Ayato.
He looks so damn elegant.
Cascade.
Oh, that is badass.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Now to start reeling in.
Dude, he looks sick. Really like how graceful he seems with the blade.
If my suspicions regarding the portal
The
network
chasm?
are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
Dane?
As the heli drills go in, they never emerge again. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order.
Finally, continuing the story.
A whole city that's floating in the air, upside down?
More than one kind of strange power exists here. That it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
This looks awesome. We got some more husk enemies.
Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
New boss?
Find a way to stop that thing.
So everybody's getting like drove mad. That ended way too briefly. Way too briefly. What the hell? Oh shit. That's gonna be awesome, man. I cannot wait. Holy shit.
Kamisato Ayato.
Alright, let's take a look at his abilities. Which I have not been spoiled on, fortunately, because I didn't watch anything. How's he drinking a milkshake? That pose. Yeah, just like his movement is so like seamless and airy. That is so damn sick. Holy shit, man. I love anything to do with after images, and that just looks so damn sick. We got an AoE ability of some sort here. I don't know if that's a buff or a heal or what it is, but it looks cool. Please tell me more.
Down against a strong.
Okay.
Kamisato Ayato wields a sword and is a master of the Kamisato art Tachijutsu, just like his sister.
Yep.
However, what sets him apart is his hydrovision. In combat, Ayato can unleash large AoE damage in a short amount of time and is capable of increasing the effects of his team's normal attacks. After using his elemental skill, Kamisato Art Kyoka, Ayato shifts positions to enter the Takimeguri Kanka state and leaves a watery illusion at his original location.
Okay.
The watery illusion can explode, dealing AoE hydro damage. In the Takimeguri Kanka state, Ayato's normal attacks become Shunsuiken, which are like quick watery blades capable of dealing AoE hydro damage.
Which looks
After
awesome.
a Shunsuiken attack hits an opponent, it will grant Ayato the Namisen effect, increasing the damage dealt by Shunsuiken based on Ayato's current max HP. The
Max
Takimeguri
HP.
Kanka state will be cleared when Ayato leaves the field or when he uses his elemental skill again.
So, sounds like we better be careful if we don't want to accidentally cancel a state.
Exactly. Next, he has a passive talent, Kamisato Art Mine wo Matoishi Kiyotaki, which means lucid rapid spiraling the summit, in case you were wondering. With this talent, when Ayato uses his elemental skill and when the water illusion explodes, he will gain a set amount of Namisen stacks. Ayato's elemental burst, Kamisato Art Suiyu, will unveil a garden of purity in which bloom water blades will rain down and attack opponents within its AoE.
Okay.
Ooh, sounds pretty.
Gorgeous. This will increase the normal attack damage of characters within that AoE. After unlocking another
So like
passive
Bennett.
talent, Kamisato Art Michiyuku Hagetsu, if Ayato is not on the field and his energy is low, he will regenerate a set amount of energy at regular intervals. In daily life, Ayato's more indulgent side tends to come out from time to time.
Well, that's
With his
really
passive
useful.
talent, Kamisato Art Daily Cooking, when Ayato cooks a dish perfectly, he has a set chance to receive an additional suspicious dish of the same type.
Which I'm pretty sure he just turns and sends straight to Toma.
Oh.
So
Yup.
similar
wait.
to
Guys, I
Hu
get it
Tao.
now. That's why Toma can.
All right.
It's time to dive into the
Okay,
coming
so we're getting a
events.
venti
Ayato will be
rerun.
available for the earlier part of version 2.6 via the
I knew
Azure
that
Excursion
Ayato
event
was going to be revealed,
At the same
and I
time,
kind of figured
Venti
we were
will
going to get
also be
Ayata
available
or
via his
Ayaka
own
again.
event wish called Ballad in Goblets.
But I was thinking
Alright,
maybe
we're getting another
Kazuha
venti
rerun.
rerun.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I feel
As
like
for the new
Ayato
weapon
and
event wish,
Ayaka are going to
travelers
pair
will see
really
an
well
all-new
anyways.
Inazuma and 5-star
That
sword
weapon,
called Haran
it
Geppaku
looks
Futsu.
so damn
So be
good.
sure to keep an eye out for that as well. In version 2.6,
I need to know more
Kamisato
about it.
Hayato's very own story quest.
Obviously, he's going to get his own
Cypress's
story
Trust
quest.
chapter
That's a given.
will also be available for travelers. All right, now that we've seen the new
Okay,
character coming our way, let's jump
let's
into
see
the
the
all-new
chasm.
area travelers will be able to explore in version 2.6.
The key art
In
was
our previous special
hella
program,
awesome.
We gave everyone a sneak preview of
So
the
I'm
new
really
area
anxious to
called
see
the Chasm.
a little more about this. Obviously, the trailer
Let's
showed
watch a
off
quick
little
trailer to
snippets
see
of
what
different
travelers can
areas,
expect to
and
encounter during their
it looks
adventures
pretty
in this
damn
new area.
good.
Let's go.
So let's learn some more, please. Digging the whole like cliffside type overarching like arches, and you know what I'm talking about, the cliffs. They look awesome. It looks very like it was meant for like mining, and I wonder if it has anything to do with that, because I see mine carts and shafts and stuff like that all over the place. Super eerie in the caves. Really digging the dark murkiness. Big time Ankanamiya vibes. And this music. Our new monsters. Oh, this is beautiful. So damn beautiful. Cannot wait to explore this
I don't know
area.
about you guys,
Even
but
the
I
darkest of places.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so that'll make it a little less scary then.
So we have to
Travelers
place
will be able to
lanterns.
enhance the Lumenstone adjuvant to increase its capabilities. Doing so will also allow travelers to explore more efficiently and will even grant us a variety of rewards, including a 4-star weapon billet
So
and an
very
all-new
similar
meme card.
to Inazuma in terms of like
In
leveling up the
Chasm,
Sakura tree.
Travelers will also discover a brand new artifact domain called the
Nice.
Lost
What do we
Valley.
have here?
Inside the domain, you'll discover a mysterious environment as boundless and majestic as
Okay.
the chasm itself.
The Vermilion
Completing the
Hereafter
challenge
looks
in this domain
awesome.
will award travelers with artifacts from the Vermilion Hereafter and Echoes of an Offering artifact
And
sets.
Echoes of an Offering
And
seems
what
like it's
would be a new
obviously going to
area
be
without some new
incredibly
story
good for
content?
Ayato.
In addition to everything,
Finally, we have a continuation of the twins' story.
Will also be making another appearance during the story.
Our good old Dane will be making an appearance.
It's been a pretty long time since we've seen Dane.
It has been a long time. It's been too damn
In
long.
this storyline, travelers will be meeting
And I thought he
up
was
with
gone
Dainsleif in
after
the
he
dark
vanished
depths of
last
the
time,
chasm
but
to investigate
evidently
some
not.
ancient ruins together. Throughout the quest, we'll be learning a lot more about Conria as well as the Abyss. It will be a
Okay,
truly
sign me up.
unforgettable adventure as we will uncover secrets of the past together.
So you're saying
Good.
it'll be a bit of a cliffhanger.
Cannot wait for this.
So you're dead.
And in
was a
addition
horrible
to
pun,
the
by the way.
Archon quest and world quests, there are still many mysteries that remain hidden in the depths of the chasm. There will be much more for travelers to experience in the chasm with future version updates, so please look forward to that.
I know I will.
Perfect.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hues of the
Next, we'll
Violet
be
Garden.
introducing a new event for everyone called Hues of
Okay.
the Violet Garden.
So, a brand new
That's right.
festival.
So, as we mentioned at the start of the program, there will be a festival taking place in Inazuma. The theme of this event goes hand in hand with the festival being organized by the Yashiro Commission and Yaimiko. With the festival focusing on culture and creativity, travelers will not only have the opportunity to meet guests hailing from other nations, but also finally see some familiar faces again.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I'm pretty
Very
interested
cool.
to see what Yoimiya and Klee
Again,
are
I
up
was
to. That
not
seems like a
expecting to
pretty
see
interesting
Klee at all.
combo.
Yeah, me
Stars
too.
and Scribe. Travelers will meet a bard from Mondstadt in search of inspiration among Inazuma's
Yeah, just
unique
a bard from
landscapes.
Mondstadt, sure.
During the event,
Totally not going to be
travelers can gain
venti.
a poetic theme and take pictures based on the hints to submit to the commissioner. The more
This is
pictures we
similar to
supply,
another event
the
that we
easier it
had
will be for
prior.
them to compose more lines of poetry. Travelers can then choose
Where
the
you
lines
give
they
them
prefer
hints and then
help
you have to
complete
go
the
and take
composition.
pictures
All right, sounds
of
easy enough.
different like
I'm sure
colored things in the
travelers can handle
environment.
this one.
Oh, for sure.
I wasn't really a
Experienced
huge
travelers
fan
who are
of that,
familiar with the map and
but
terrain will definitely be able to
it
quickly
is what
find
it
the
is.
best spots for photos.
Our next event gameplay will be a familiar one for our audience. It's Theater Mechanicus.
Cool, man.
I'm sure many of you
Theater
have already played
Mechanicus
this
is actually
game,
really
and
fun.
This time around, there will be some new twists to the game.
Good.
Komakata
Twists
is
is all-
promoting the latest
are
version
always
of
good.
Theater Mechanicus, and in such a large international cultural event, there's been some innovations made to attract the attention of the organizers and visitors.
Sweet.
In the all-new Theater Mechanicus Stage of Brilliance, each stage will have its own special stage features.
Okay.
Travelers will need to work these features into their strategy to swiftly clear each challenge.
What's also different this time around is that travelers will need to equip wondrous sticks before entering each stage. This will be a real test for our ability to make combinations. The game mode has also been streamlined
Because
to reduce the
before,
amount of time required
I think
to
the
play.
last time that it
Upon
came
entering
back,
a
we had
stage,
to like
travelers will
pick
find
the
some
buffs
mechanici that have
during
already
the
been
match.
placed. You may choose to modify or dismantle them, or build more mechanici around them to create optimum combinations that will swiftly handle enemies coming your way.
Cool.
It's really
Our
fun.
third
I love
event
it.
mode is called Clash of Lone Blades, which is an all-new challenge centered around sword fighting.
Ooh.
After unlocking this game mode, a new duel against a swordmaster with unique abilities
Okay.
will unlock each day. During the challenge, players will control the traveler and will be unable to use their elemental skill and elemental burst, but instead can use an all-new parry mechanic. Performing a parry will allow you to take a defensive stance
I'm down
and
for
reduce
that.
incoming damage. Travelers
No
may
more
focus
relying
and
on
master the timing to
Zhongli's
perform a
shield.
perfect parry, which will give you the upper
Even though I
hand
know
in
we're
the
using the
challenge.
Traveler, but you know what I'm saying. No skill, no
challenging.
burst, and
It's
only a
also
parry.
worth
That sounds
mentioning
fun.
that our
I like
final
it.
And strongest opponent for this challenge happens to be someone who had no choice but to join the competition due to difficult financial circumstances. It turns out they are just an average store owner with their hearts set on winning that prize money. Who would have guessed you'd find such tough opponents from just in town? Travelers should get ready to take on opponents in one-on-one duels.
Oh, and
I'm down.
last but not least, we have an Ikebana event called the Floral Courtyard. In this event, travelers will need to follow a florist's themes to create a specific floral courtyard.
A
Okay.
courtyard is comprised of different parts, with each part having different materials to choose from. After completing a
Again,
theme,
similar to
travelers may
prior
actually use
events,
the courtyard they received
specifically
and
the
place it
one
in
with
certain
the
teapot.
snowman.
Ikebana is an art form, so when travelers are creating a floral courtyard, they need to incorporate their
It kind
own
of reminds me of
interpretation
the other
beauty.
one as well,
So
with
what you're
the
saying is, if your courtyard is looking
different,
ugly,
like,
then you're probably
things
doing
on
it
the shelf. You know what I'm talking about? Was it flowers again or something? I can't remember, but it wasn't in Azuma.
Version 2.6 will also be featuring
Spices
an event
from
for
the
travelers
West?
who enjoy spending time in the kitchen. The event is called Spices from the West.
Okay.
In this event, a person from Sumeru is visiting to do research on seasonings. She hopes to find someone who can help her conduct her research by making seasonings according to recipes and
So a
taste
cooking
test dishes
event.
using these seasonings.
You know, if there's food involved, I'm sure pie
I wonder if
will
it's going to be similar to the most recent event that we got where we were like mixing drinks.
New seasoning recipes will gradually unlock over the course of the event, and all the recipes will be
Not
available
really.
before the event ends. When you begin making the seasonings, the needle on the slider will move back and forth.
Oh,
from
okay,
edge
that's
to
pretty
edge.
neat.
Follow the instructions given on the recipe and press the button as the needle points to the corresponding ingredient to add them to the pot. And just as a reminder to everyone, there is a limit to the amount of mistakes you can make while creating a seasoning, so be sure to make the best of each chance with as little mistakes as possible. Otherwise, you'll have to start over again. Add the correct number of ingredients before
It
you
doesn't
use up all
seem
your
that
attempts,
difficult,
and you will
but
succeed.
it's something, right?
Zach, what
Doesn't
you're
seem
saying is
difficult.
for this
That's
event,
easy primo gems.
pressure cooker
In
is
a teapot to increase their companionship XP.
Cool, man.
Just keep in mind
You
that
get
the
to feed
characters'
our
personal
friends.
preferences also vary.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's right. It'll be the perfect opportunity to test how well travelers really know their characters.
Yeah,
Do a little studying.
totally.
Somebody will
version
have a Google
2.6,
spreadsheet
we will be
on that.
receiving a new challenge event called Vibro Crystal Research. We find a researcher from Fontaine on the outskirts of the chasm studying the harmonic motion transmitted between gems known as vibro crystals. If we connect transmitter and receiver crystals and attempt to produce various effects, then we can defeat the enemies and obtain great rewards.
In case that's a little confusing, why don't you explain what the transmitter and receiver crystals are first and what kind of effects the reactions can make?
Oh, right. Sure thing. So, after the player configures
Okay.
their own vibro crystal setup, they will obtain different combat buffs.
Okay.
Transmitter crystals govern the triggers for the buff effects, and receiver crystals will trigger the buffs once the conditions are met.
Oh.
This all sounds very scientific.
So you're essentially making two teams that are going to work well together
He still has boba?
in order to take advantage of the
Why
buffs
aren't you
that you're
sharing?
trying to
This
provide
is my boba.
one another.
You can
Really
still
interesting.
share.
We'll see.
I like the fact that it's going to be a little more strategic than prior events of a similar nature.
Let's get back to it.
That's good.
So, it has literally gained the trust
Didn't we
of
have an
people
event like this
everywhere.
before again?
That just
I
means
feel
they're
like
gonna
we're
be
getting a
busy
lot of
for a
rehashed
very, very
events
long
with
time.
like slight
Oh,
twist.
right.
In the photo notes, we'll be able to see comments from the artist and understand her requirements to complete the photo.
Oh, capturing landscapes for inspiration. Sounds pretty elegant.
And you would know about being elegant.
Yeah, duh.
This event will definitely be on the more relaxing side of things. What could be better than exploring and earning primo gems?
Oh, yeah. And travelers will definitely find a ton of great photo spots to remember in the process.
And finally, in addition to all the events we've already mentioned, Leyline Overflow will be returning once again
Cool,
for version
man.
2.6.
Nice.
Travelers can
Leyline
watch for future
Overflow.
announcements for more details.
The thing that I think should probably be permanent on the weekends at the very least. Please, 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 Hoyoverse.
Oh,
Jeez.
right. I think that
And that
just
is going to do for the reaction. So if you guys stayed tuned this long, then thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, I'd like to remind you to please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know your own thoughts about 2.6 down in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to be wishing for Ayato, and if you are, good luck on your polls. I really hope you get them. I think this may have changed my mind. I was going to initially hold off for the Dendro Archon, but I really feel like he's going to be a useful unit, so I'm probably going to end up pulling on the banner, and I will be streaming my gameplay over here live on the YouTube channel, so again, please remember to subscribe. Now, that's going to do it for me, so I will see you all for the next one. Take care. Peace.